Hi, I'm whatever you know me as, and I'm here playing the Norwood Suite. This is my second time trying this to make this thing, so this time we're probably going to be a lot faster doing things. And I already have a pretty good idea of where I want to go, what I want to show, what I want to talk about, which is good, but it's frustrating because the first time it actually went pretty well, and I think I got to the points that I wanted to get to, and yeah, I also had a bunch of moments where I didn't know where I was going or what I was doing. So now, what I'm going to do here is not really playing the game the way that it should be played, because this game should be played with time, and you should pay attention to what's happening, and you should talk to all of the characters, and you should do as many things as you can, so that you grasp the full context of the video game. But what I'm going to be doing, and the way that I'm going to be playing this game, is I'm going to give you the bare minimum, and I'm going to talk about what I particularly enjoyed in this interactive experience that is the Norwood Suite. So, one of the main things that really pleased me the first time that I played this was how much attention to sound and music. I think the game actually bugged out a little bit, because this is supposed to have sound here. And it's ironic that I was just talking about the sound and we couldn't hear any. Because there's very little instances, situations in the game and areas in the game in which it's absolutely silent. So that was one thing that I was going to mention. The amount of attention paid to sound and the way that the music weaves in and out of spaces that you explore, and how much importance these things have in the actual narrative and sometimes the mechanics of the game. It's really interesting to me. This part right here, for example. That is so pretty. It's just so cool. And the game is filled with this kind of moments, which is why I definitely think it's super worth it to just... This is one of the best tracks in the game, in my opinion. And the way that this guy sounds is also pretty cool. You can open pretty much all the drawers you see in the game. And yeah, this game is really good at getting you sidetracked, so I'm going to be doing something. I'm going to be playing through the game in a very linear way, but I definitely encourage anybody who's willing to try this out, and they absolutely should, because the Norwood Suite, I think, is a video game that shouldn't be watched, it should be played. And I'm again, just showcasing some of my favorite things about this thing, talking about what I like about it. And I'm definitely not trying to give you the experience. I'm not going in depth in anything. I'm going to try and do this as fast as possible, because I've already done it once. Just today, just a couple of minutes ago, and I didn't record any of it, and now I am recording. So yeah, this is not going to be an in-depth Let's Play or anything. It'll just be what it is. But if you haven't played this, you should absolutely, definitely play it for yourself and experience the dialogue of the characters and everything that they're saying, their personalities, because they're actually really well written. And I like the dialogues between the interactions between characters. I think they're really, really interesting. And I'm just showing you the very beginning. So the first, I guess, puzzle of the game. There's not a whole lot. There's only a few. And this is the first and the easiest one, because I mentioned this the first time that I was recording this. This isn't supposed to be a difficult or challenging game. It's supposed to, the interactive aspects of it are just there for immersive purposes. It's just so you will feel part of the the environment in the hotel, like you're actually like doing things, and I think that the game is really good at making you feel like you are interacting with the objects, especially because you have to click and drag sometimes when you want to interact with some objects like switches, or not switches, but like handles, door handles, doors, sometimes buttons, keys. So it's good at making you feel like you are part of the narrative. So here we go, that's on now, so I can redeem my voucher. Just gonna talk to these two, because we will need what they have to give us to beat the game, so I'm just gonna run through it. Again, I'm doing this quickly because I'm impatient, because I've already spent like at least 2 or 3 hours playing this thing. And it amounted to nothing because I didn't record any of it, and it sucks. I'm also pretty sure that you can play this way faster than I am playing it. So... right. So now, I go here, redeem the voucher, and get the key to my room. I guess instead of like trying to pummel through this, I should talk about something that interests me in the game rather than being impatient that I'm not doing this fast enough. But as you can see, like we'll have time, because I will have to go all over the hotel and I will bring things up as I see them. But here we go. So I just wanted to get through that part. Again, please play the game for yourself and actually read what the characters are saying. If you're interested in it so far, definitely give it a spin. It's absolutely 100% worth your time. This is going to contextualize us a little bit better. If you are reading this and you have successfully checked into your room, at the concierge desk, a gentleman will give you a compact disc. You must take it without hesitation. It is for DJ Bogart, who is currently spinning records at his dance party in the hotel basement. How you get into the basement, I leave that for you to sort out. This piano key and these computer monitors should offer guidance on this front. Once we have confirmation that DJ Bogart has received your CD, the payment will be wired to you by the morning. We believe in you. Cool. So now we have a CD. Let's go down there, and once this part is taken care of, we are free to roam the rest of the hotel and interact with characters and do the jobs that we're supposed to do. We have a CD to give it to DJ Bogart. 8-piece costume, that's what we need to collect in this game. Right. So that's what we have to take care of. I'm just gonna go up here and take a second look at the monitors just to make sure that I remember where all of them are and where I have to go exactly. And yeah, I think so. So let's take care of this quickly. I don't think I'm even going to use... So there's a bunch of secret passages in this game, which is one of the coolest things. So right now I'm not actually, like... Again, I'm not playing the game the way that I should, because I should be exploring things. Like, I should be opening this up, and like there's a button for me to press right there, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to give the full experience at all, and I'm not... That's not the intention of this thing. The intention of this thing is for me to test myself to see if I'm actually capable of keeping up a decent discourse as I play and do things and multitask, and so far it's going terribly, so I should not push myself so hard. Oh, since I'm here, this is not where I wanted to go, but since I'm here, this is an interesting character right here. I'm not going to explain why, but I am going to give you an idea for why. Through just contextual clues that the game is very good at leaving behind for you to find. And again, you can open almost any drawer in the game, which is really cool, and they all have really interesting stuff in them, and with really inspiring designs and titles, and it's really cool to see how many visual influences the guy who made this, Cosmo D, had when he made this thing. And it's really cool to see, to experience the hotel and try to perceive it as some sort of art gallery for everything that inspires the vision for this game and the characters and everything else, and it's really fucking cool. There's also, of course, the really present motif of music. This is one of the best titles I have ever read. What Was Said in the Woods is such an inspiring title to me, and it's actually a real book. I looked it up, and it's a real book from the Victorian era, I think, and if I remember correctly, it's a poetry book. I'm desperate to get my hands on it. I know, the title is really interesting. This is one of those secret passages that I was talking about. I activated it, and now I'm gonna go inside of it because I forget where it leads. Before this game, Cosmo D made another game called Off-Peak. So, for those of you who have played Off-Peak but haven't played the Norwood Suite, you're going to see quite a few things that... What the fuck? Huh. That guy was sleeping next to our room, and now he's staring at me. Interesting. Okay, what was I saying? So yeah, for those of you who have played Off-Peak, you will probably find quite a few parallels with this game, because they're set in the same universe, and I really enjoy the way that Cosmo connects the two universes. I also really like the fact that most rooms, I'm not sure if I finished saying this earlier, but most rooms in this game have at least 2 entrances and 2 exits. One of them is pretty straightforward, and the other one is a secret thing that you have to interact with a button with in order to get it right. So here's our first piano key. And there's the guy again. Do you see those shoes? Don't they look cool? Wow. Tell your boss to stop playing that board game and get back in the kitchen. Damn! Order a sandwich. Right away. Yep, it's this way. Check this out. So, these pins, if you touch them, they play a certain note, and if you look on the floor, you can see the sheet music thing. And this melody is present everywhere in the game, to an extent that it's kind of really difficult to explain. Like, it's just really, it's what the game's about, basically, and it's really interesting.